Hello guys, my phone is on my video, so this is a part 5, so you probably already know. That was I was about to say, yeah, that was the whole reason. The only reason why I'm not afraid, the reason why I'm not afraid to this movie is because of the trauma that I have. It's because of my childhood that I used to go through in real life. Because I used to have a neighbor. It's because I have a neighbor once, and that's what caused me to be afraid of dogs, especially big ones. And I think it's the one. I think that dog that I used to be afraid and then caused my leg to get start bleeding or get bit. I think it was you know, I just realized when I watched 101 Tools, I started realizing that's what the neighbor's dog. That's what my past dogs was like. Like when I was a kid, I didn't even know what that even mean until I watched the movie. I didn't even know what the dog was until I watched the Disney movie. Until I watched the Disney movie about 101 dogs. So yeah.
Kind of embarrassing to admit out loud because I could easily punt him down a flight of stairs. But I wasn't scared of him after I saw the movie the first time. No. Well, actually, this part scared me too. But it was after thoroughly browsing Wreck-It Ralph's Nightmare Fuel category
Yeah.
on TV tropes.
Well, since now I talk about my show, let's listen about her. Let's take a look about
I was
her.
like 13 years old, to be fair. And before you ask, no, I'm not.
What used to happen? I think I was like 6, and now I think I remember I started having some nightmares about me getting chased by a dog and probably get attacked by one. See, usually as a surprise, or how would I say it?
Pisces.
Oh, Pisces. That's see me as a Pisces. For me, I'm Pisces, so yeah, my dreams are random. So yeah, I tried dreaming about what I want to dream, but soon I actually but it's caused me not go to sleep. So when I actually do sleep, I just sleep. I just automatically sleep and dream for absolutely no reason. Yet, when I start moving, my dream just automatically just went darkness. Like wherever I'm trying to move, we're not trying to move a muscle like Snooks and like that. My dream just vanished.
But I
So
think you already knew that, and nobody on TV tropes is either, so I don't want to hear it. You know, I'll just let the website speak for itself. During Turbo's villainous breakdown, as his face glitches, there is a single frame where he cracks a sadistic slasher smile and stares directly at you.
fourth wall breaking.
Giving a thumbs up as if to say, oh yeah, it's me. Oh please, it can't be that bad. Wow, I hate this picture. I know.
And wow, I didn't even notice this picture exists until now. I didn't even know that this image exists until now.
This is a real really stupid image to be afraid of because when you look up Turbo on Google, this is like one of the first results, and everyone keeps using this picture of him too. So it's not like I can avoid it if I wanted to. But it's not like I'm still scared of him. This is about past me being scared of him. Anyways, I think the animators were kind of fucking insane for putting this in a PG movie. I think they were trying to give kids nightmares on purpose.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Well, that's exactly what it did to me. For the next couple...
Yeah, usually. Yeah, but usually when I watch horror movies, they don't usually give me nightmares. Only nightmares I used to have are literally my fears that I used to have. Like for example, I fear of dogs. For example, and then I fear what might happen in the future that made me feel like, I mean, it don't usually scare me, but it also made me cry for some reason. Like, for example, losing one you love and don't know how to do it, and don't even know how to do it on your own, that's like my fear. That's like my fear. Once you're afraid that you lost someone you love, or you've been live with and don't know what to do. That's kind of my fear. I think that's kind of my fears. Like, imagine the reason why you having nightmares is not only because you were scared, it's because you was crying. But it also makes you cry for some reason. Because you starting realizing, what if you can look through the future? That's what I used to thought too. Because whatever I wanted to say, I just don't want to say because one, it would have been insulting. It would be insulting to anyone that I used to go along with, especially with your parents, especially with your family. Because if you talk that man to your family, that would mess up your entire... That would mess up. See?
Weeks or so. And as far as scary pictures went, it was pretty on par with creepypasta images to me, which I, of course, would also have nightmares about. This may come as a surprise to you, but I was Turbo's #1 hater for a solid 6 years. It got to the point where I was in class, and we were voting on a movie to watch because it was a Friday or something, and the teacher...
It never usually happened to me. It usually happened when I was like in a preschool, school, or in a different, but I don't think that ever happened since, no. Thankfully I'm not in school no more. I graduate. You probably didn't know. I literally graduate.
Teacher simply mentioning Wreck-It Ralph filled me with anxiety. More so than usual. I legitimately grew such a strong and irrational hatred for this freak. I couldn't stand anything Wreck-It Ralph related, which is crazy considering that
it's because of Turbo. Yeah.
If you imagine that I hate Minions girl, that was me, but with Turbo.
Yeah, I could see that.
DeviantArt, rest in peace, it fucking sucks now. And I found a drawing of him because I think I was trying exposure therapy, and instead of being normal about it, I commented an entire paragraph with animated emojis that went along the lines of,
this is how I feel whenever I look at him. Genuinely, I hate Turbo so much. Ugh.
I recall the artist replying something like, okay, I'm not sure why you hate him so much, but...
See, this is why I don't do that. See, yeah, that's kind of like how I would did if I actually talk back. But then got me realizing. But that made me remember that I did something at them, and I was like, I'm sorry, I said that. See, I never do that. See, that's exactly how I would feel. That made me want to say it, like a curse word on... This is what happened. See, I can't do that. Because once it's kind of like I'm afraid I want to curse. Because I never not said a little curse word. Where literally has grown up at my own house, or technically mom's house, since I live with her and my brother now, that I can't even say one curse word, not even once, only unless she's not at home or I'm all by myself in my room. Well, that's all by myself in my room. But I can't say that. But here's the thing, when I'm recording, I can't say that in the curse word. I cannot curse at all because, yeah, imagine my mom. Because literally imagine you start cursing at your own videos as a kid and your parents start and then your parents start watching your videos and heard you curse. That will get you. They will ground you for that. You won't be able to not make videos up. You will not be able to use your phone to record yourself in it. Or even use computer or devices. So yeah, that's why I never curse. Only curse like behind. I can only curse it all by myself or unless I wanted to because I could just automatically just start cursing like that for some reason. So yeah.
Thanks for commenting. A year later, I remembered it existed and was hit by a wave of embarrassment so massive that I deleted it and apologized. But with that, any and all mentions of Turbo in my name were cleansed. And so naturally, that's why I'm making a 2-hour video about him.
Yay.
Now, lovely viewer, I'm sure you're just filled to the brim with burning questions. But here's one I will answer. Why does he look like that? Since the movie lacks a director's commentary,
Yeah.
the Ralph art book is like the holy grail.
And the good question is, why does he look different in the game but not... The good question is, why in the logo of the game looks so different than he is in the game? Or when he got revealed? Which, honestly, yeah, that's kind of a good question.
It sheds light on the production of nearly every character. We got Ralph, Vanellope, Felix, Calhoun, and even some insight on King Candy. That is the crustiest old man I've
Why do they make him like that?
Turbo is strangely absent. Well, besides a page of concept art where every iteration of him looks like one of Plankton's cousins, but hear me out. Not about that. I think a couple rejected ideas for Ralph and Vanellope might have actually been repurposed for Turbo. Ralph went through a lot of different design iterations.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely the most diverse out of any other character. At one point, the designers were planning for Ralph to have a 3D 8-bit model for the entire movie, but they later deemed it would have made his expressions too difficult to read, which in turn makes him harder to relate to as a protagonist.
Oh, okay. Because he looks like a literal... He kind of look like a bear for some reason, but I don't know. It's just me. Or it might be just me.
On the other hand, early concepts for Vanellope's glitch were originally much different. At one point, she was going to be outcast for being an unfinished character with a partially textured model. Which
Oh.
in concept sounds really interesting, but in practice, they said it gave her desaturated...
Gabriel and his team try versions of Penelope with gray and green skin, but Mike explained bottom line she looks like a zombie. It just wasn't applying. Ultimately, the artist gave her a more flesh tone and impression. Her glitchiness through her technical just never. Why she look like that? Like, what is that? That is not what she looks like. See, now I see why they. Yeah, she does look like a. She don't even look like a child. She look like a straight up creature. I don't know what she is.
colors and a natural gray skin. Art director Mike Gabriel said, bottom line, she looked like a zombie. It just wasn't appealing. So what better way to use your rejected ideas than by
To Turbo? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
giving them to your villain, someone you don't want your audience to relate to. After all, they wanted to make him, quote, as yucky as possible. Ralph's rejected concept was realized through Turbo's voxel form, which, as we've seen, is pretty goddamn unnerving. The fact his expressions are limited to an angry scowl is especially creepy. Bonus childhood trauma. This specific Doctor Who monster from season 5 episode 2 scared me for the exact same reason. Amy and the Doctor also got eaten by a giant whale in that episode, which is honestly pretty on par for this show. We can also see how Beta Vanellope's pale gray skin was repurposed to give Turbo a back from the dead quality to him, especially with those sunken glowing yellow eyes. Like even the zombie from Group Therapy is scared of him. Although in all seriousness, I think there's something to be said about giving your villain, quote, unconventional physical qualities, while simultaneously making a movie about how you shouldn't judge a person by what they look like. It's honestly a bit of a double standard, which is again why King Candy is such a subversive and pleasant surprise. Even though he's got the whole queer-coded villain deal, which is part stigmatization and part makes him really cool and iconic and fun, it's complicated, and as much as I've been praising it, this isn't a perfect movie by any means. Those don't exist. Regardless, I still think Turbo looks really cool, and they did a great job with making his design menacing and memorable. Even though everyone keeps saying he looks like Kick Buttowski from Disney's
I never heard of it.
Kick Buttowski Suburban Daredevil, and I honestly do not see the resemblance. I do not know what you guys are talking about.
It's because of the outfit. Is it because of the outfit? That's gotta be because of the outfit. I mean, he has the exact same hat that's have a red line in the middle. So yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, where were we? Oh, right. Vanellope's cart is being rammed sideways through a narrow tunnel at 95 miles per hour with her in it. Oh yeah, Turbo also said this. Reenacted for copyright reasons.
Oh yeah, that we're not gonna skip this anyways.
Fun fact, this line was originally going to be longer, with Turbo mentioning how he escaped road blasters and learned how to code, but I guess that was a mouthful.
And I didn't escape road blaster, learn code, and reprogram this game to let you.
After all, he can't be escaped road blasters and learned how to code, but I guess that was a mouthful.
So he didn't escape and learn the code, and yet he reprogrammed this game. How is that even possible?
Well, after all, he can't be dumping his whole life story during his epic villain twist reveal. With that, he throws his coined insult at her one last time.
End of the line, George!
But this time, it gives her an
Hey. And here comes the Cyborg.
It can feel
Yep.
so overwhelming to
Where
manage
the
humans,
for?
but SoFi makes it easy with SoFi Plus.
I think now is finally a good time to talk about the Cybugs.
Yep.
Cybugs are giant robotic insects
They're
born
a
from
little
an
scary.
experiment that went horribly wrong. As Calhoun puts it, all they know is eat,
Kill, multiply.
They act as an invasive plague upon Sugar Rush, and soon the entire arcade as well. But in my opinion, they're just little guys that get a little too silly sometimes, and they also like shiny objects. And can you
Yeah.
really blame them? I'm a Cybug apologist, by the way. They can do whatever they want. They also have a special ability, that being absorbing the properties of whatever they eat and using it to their advantage, which is a pretty fun and unique gimmick. It's like Kirby, but with a horrendous and Lovecraftian twist. Actually, that's just regular Kirby. Another YouTuber, Rockatar, made a really
I was
interesting
just-
point regarding.
Let me pause for a sec. I was about to research of Cybugs until I started to watch the Cybug King Candy, and oh my dear lord. Oh my dear lord. Oh my god. I just found out about scrap design for King Candy Final 4, and wow. Yeah. That face. Oh, God. Now I see why they decided to. But what the freak? What the heck is this thing? maybe. I don't even know. Cyber Mr. Ring-a-Dang? Mr. Ring-a-Dang? Huh? What? Wait, he's some kind of pig or something? I don't know what's going on. I do like the design, it's just, it looks weird. Cyber Ring-a-Dang because I am a coward who could never bring myself to set before King Kenny, but the Cybers simulate would drive me insane. Wow. Some crazy. Jeez. Good work, I guess. Well, not my problem, I guess. I do like the designs though. And and this one, you know what's crazy? I just watched this and now I see why. And now I see why they never put that in it. So they become what they eat. But I mean, if the cyber is a cyber consumed an organic being or a game character, they mute and gain that character's powers, weapons, or traits. For example, when a cyber ate King Kenny, the two merge into a horrifying virus hybrid. I guess it's whoever they eat, like, if the cyborg eat the character, they will merge into the hybrid monster. They will merge to a character into a horrifying hybrid monster. So
this in his own Wreck-It Ralph video, which I will include a clip of right now.
They cleverly represent the dangers of greed and trying to be something you aren't with their powers of absorption. Or maybe I'm just looking too deep into their potential purpose.
No, you are definitely onto something, and you are absolutely spitting facts. Even more so, I think this trying to be something you're not concept neatly parallels with Ralph's entire struggle, wanting to be a good guy instead of being himself, which is especially evident here where he's failing horribly. But that isn't all the symbolism these critters have to offer. Calhoun explicitly compares them to a virus, and to be blunt, that's exactly what they are. Eating and multiplying to no end, with no beacon, with nothing in the natural order to control them, they've truly become a malignant swarm of death. Calm down, it's just a movie. And that way, the cyborgs quite possibly embody the purest form of going turbo there is, disregarding everyone and parasitizing every other living.
I wonder what's the inside. I wonder what the inside looks like. Oh, is there mecha in size?